What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Let me give you guys a little bit of insight on relationships, right? As a person that's been successfully, and when I say successfully, I mean wildly successful in my marriage. I'm 40 years old. I got married at 22, for those of you that are not familiar with me. Wildly successful. I think there's a difference between being married and being successfully married and even being in relationships. I seen that same Range Rover. The same exact Range Rover in another place last night. That is so weird. How do I know? Because I had that writing. I had the writing on the windshield. I don't know, that's wild. But as a person that's been successful in that area or that aspect of my life, I want to give you guys a little bit of insight that maybe help you. Now, ladies are not going to like this, but I'm sure the fellas will appreciate it. But some fellas won't be able to implement it because they don't have the backbone, or they've already been conditioned to believe a certain type of way, which is preventing them from being successful in their relationships. I digress. Stop doing too much too fast. You're going on these dates and you already taking them to the high-end restaurants. You spoiling her, you giving her flowers. You're doing all these things to show your love and your appreciation for her. And I'm telling you that you're actually ruining the future of your relationship. If you have anything at all, right? Because a lot of y'all are just being used, and you're listed as food inside of their phone or their devices. And so you're not even getting nothing out of it in the first place. But a lot of y'all will eventually get into a relationship. And then, the Disney part of the movie is that they'll say, well, he spoiled me and all of this. But how you start off is how you have to maintain and how you have to continue. And a lot of people can't do that, right? You jump into it and you sprinting instead of focusing on it being a marathon. Now, I had this conversation in a vacuum a little bit when I was telling y'all about the rings. And I was saying, you don't want to necessarily get a very, very high-end ring. And the way that I did it is, even though I was making a lot of money, the ring and the wedding didn't mean anything. It was the union that was the most important thing. And so Rita has had 4 rings since we got married, and I've upgraded her pretty much like every 5 years, right? And as we grow and as we continue to grow, I show my love and I appreciate her by continuing to upgrade her. Now, I still have all of the rings that she had previously, and maybe I'll pull them out one day and show you the little ones, and then as they continue to grow bigger and stuff like that. But a lot of y'all are running out on dates, and y'all taking these chicks to these high-end restaurants, and you showering her with love, and you can't maintain that. You can't keep that up. I'd rather you get to know her, take that chick to a coffee shop, or just kick it, or just go to something fun and free. Don't start off by taking her to no event. Don't take her to no black tie. Don't take her to no basketball game. Or if you're going to take her to a basketball game, take her into the cheap seats. Take her all the way up into the nosebleeds and see whether or not she appreciates it. See whether or not she call you cheap or stuff like that. Because it don't matter what they call you. The only thing that matters is that you filter through whether or not they're supposed to be in your life or not. Hey, how y'all doing? You got to filter through whether or not they're supposed to be in your life or not. And if they're not supposed to be in your life, you don't want to waste time. If you are actually looking to find somebody that aligns with you, because I don't even believe in dating in the first place. But once you get into a situation where you start spending time and money on maintaining something, you have to do something that's sustainable, not something that makes you feel good or put you in a space that's Instagram worthy. Forget Instagram. Forget all of that. Forget everything. Man, this city is beautiful. Look at everything that's going on down here. Look at all of that that's going on, all of that building and all of that pretty stuff. I feel absolutely comfortable walking around with these people down here in downtown Detroit. But you have to maintain, right? And then you want to just continuously ramp up. You want to continuously be better every single day. You want to grow, right? And you can't grow if you're already at your ceiling and at your threshold. And so I'd rather be with people that are authentically with me and can see my vision, instead of being around and being with people that are with me for my stuff. Stop leading with money, right? The money is cool, but even if you meet somebody, downplay what you do for a living, especially if you make a lot of money, or especially if you got a really, really decent job. Downplay what you do for a living, right? And don't worry about whether or not they're going to rock with you. I'm telling you, They are going to rock with you regardless of how you feel. What's going on, big dog? Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. People are going to rock with you because they authentically with you. They're not going to pick and choose to rock with you whether or not. And if they do, again, all you're doing is filtering out of your life. Don't get caught up in the nonsense. Don't get caught up in the BS. Move accordingly. And don't lead with your money. If you lead with your money, the minute that you stop spending it, and I ain't even gonna say when you lose it, because I don't expect you to lose it, I expect you to win. The minute that you stop spending it is the minute that people gonna turn against you. You know, I heard Jalen Rose say something that was really, really profound and interesting. Iggy's Eggies is one of the best breakfast spots ever. I used to always see Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant used to play for the Pistons. He don't play for them no more. I used to always see Jeremy Grant and his skinny legs over at Iggy's Eggies in the morning. But I wish I could help y'all. I wish I can give you the game. I wish I can really, really help you to understand how you need to be moving. But a lot of y'all are gonna reject it because you're so focused on doing the thing that everybody else is doing and trying to be on Instagram instead of doing the thing that's in your best interest and living for life. Trust me, I know the difference between being married and being successfully married. I coach people on a regular basis. I see it. Everything that's presented to you is not gold. Everything that looks good on paper is not gold. You're gonna have to pick and choose who you want to follow and who you want to rock with, and who's gonna give you the advice that you need in order to be successful. It's not what you're seeing on Instagram. It's not what you're seeing in these vlogs. It's about people in real life, and that's why I like to expose my life and give you all of the things that I'm doing in real life, because you'll get a better perspective and better vision on how it is that you're supposed to do things. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to kick it with me personally, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com, and I'm going to make sure that you're taken care of. But it ain't what y'all think it is. A lot of these people are suffering. And you know what I hear from a lot of women? Well, he don't do the things that he used to do. Because he couldn't maintain it in the first place, and he shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. A lot of these dudes is going into debt. They're going into debt in order to try to finance your love. That's crazy to me. People that are literally going into debt in order to finance their love. Don't do it, fellas. Get with somebody that's authentically there for you. Start them off small. Over time, ramp them up. And if they can't rock with you based off of that, then they shouldn't be rocking with you at all. All right, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, make sure that you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. You know how to get in touch with me. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.